Yo, what's good to like the zero people that gonna watch this video, right? Now, for my first YouTube video ever, I wanted to talk about the Island Boys because, as you know, no one else is talking about them. Now, if somehow you have no idea who the Island Boys are, here's a quick rundown for you. So basically, the Island Boys are a duo consisting of the twins known as Kodiak Red. But I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't matter. Like seriously, my entire bank account to anyone who can tell me the difference between these two boys. Now, the Island Boys blew up last summer on TikTok when they released this video. If this is a musical talent, I don't know what this, boys. I actually don't. Now seriously, when you look like this and produce great music, you are quite literally destined for success, because the music industry has been yeah. Now, just like every other 20-year-old that blows up on TikTok, they moved to LA, and unsurprisingly, they're already in some controversy. And my favorite has to be the Island Boys storming off Logan Paul's podcast.
You know me from Island Boys, but you know I'm thugging, bro, right? You know that, right?
Why don't we just let cooler heads prevail?
Why don't we just let
cooler heads prevail?
I told you, end it already. You haven't ended it. You keep on talking about it.
But
I don't know why it's probably because the cameras are still on. Yeah. I already told you to end it, bro. Leave it alone.
Okay, so
leave it alone.
Explain to me what I said.
Okay, George, because I was fucking with you in the beginning.
Bro, I never stopped fucking with you.
Okay, but George, leave it alone. I just said change the subject. Leave it alone.
Guys. I don't know if y'all are serious, but
I'm not. No.
We're done.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, my initial reaction was, whoa, insecure much, Island Boys. But the more I watch this clip, the more I realize how low-key genius the Island Boys are. Now, imagine this scenario from the perspective of an Island Boy. What would be the best way for them to make as much noise as they possibly can on the Impulsive podcast? Yes, you guessed it. Overreact, make a scene, and run away. Now, a lot of these other YouTubers are going to try to convince you that the Island Boys are going broke, the Island Boys are going to give out money. But no, I'm not like most YouTubers. I have no subscribers. No, but on a serious note, I think this has nothing to do with money, and it's a clip to prove it.
Boys, what if it doesn't work out? And now you just got this hair and these face tats.
But we had this before. People been saying this before I was a bum. And
how old are you? 20?
20 years old.
Before what?
When I was a bum.
High school? What are you talking about?
No.
As you can see, Logan Paul was quite derided when he speaks to the boys about their finances, but when George Janko does it, it's a completely different response. Which, I get it. Who would you rather piss off? Big bad boxer Logan Paul or nice God-fearing George Janko? Again, I strongly believe this has nothing to do with the boys going broke and a lot more to do with getting the internet talking about the Island Boys again. And which they did. Logan Paul gets 5 million views and everyone's talking about the Island Boys again. Win-win. My applause goes to the Island Boys. Now, in some unrealistic universe where I'm wrong, then I kinda get why the Island Boys reacted the way they did. And as the psychological genius that I am, I'm going to break down for you why the Island Boys were so outraged. Now, I'm sure the Island Boys have heard the whole save your money, invest your money speech a million times by now, so they're probably sick of it. So when someone who they see as financially lower, George Janko, tells them what to do with their money, they kind of take it as an insult. Because in a way, needing to learn from other people is a sign of our own shortcomings. And when that lesson has come from someone who we feel is lower than us, that insecurity can make us defensive and irrational. And in George's case, I think he's absolutely right, because what happens to Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red when the internet stops caring about them? The money stops flowing in, your assets completely depreciate, and you're broke.
Boys, what if it doesn't work out? And now you just got this hair and these face tats.
And to elaborate on Logan Paul's point, looking like this when you're rich and famous is completely acceptable. In fact, it's normal these days. But when you're broke and have no clout,